we want to do practical for the Java networking class that we just discussed in our previous video. We are going to create two projects, one for the server program, another one for the client program. And then we are going to create two classes in each of these projects, and then we make these two classes to communicate with one another. So follow me as we do this. Let's start. So we go to new project, we go to Java with ANT, Java application, and we can call this the server project. Server app, let's just call it server app. Then on the main class, so we change this and call it my server. So this creates for us a class with the main method. So this is my server class that we just created. So it has our main method. So in our main method, this way we are going to create the program that communicates with the client. So let's first create the socket. So we start by creating an object of the server socket class. You can call it SS equals new server socket. So what happens is that we need to give it a port number, the number that the client program will use when trying to contact this application. So let's say, for instance, we can use a number like maybe 8888. Okay, so we can just take it at random. So we say it is server socket SS equals new server socket 8888. Then we'll have a socket class. So with the server, we'll have an object of the two classes. So we have S equals, so we take the object SS, that is the object of the server socket that we created, dot, we have a method called accept, which returns the socket of the client object that has already connected with the server. You're going to be seeing that. So let's fix imports so that we're able to see it. You can see fix imports. So JavaNet, so we can just let it remain as it is, but we can put a star so that all the classes that we need to import are already captured. So we have created the server socket, SS equals new server, then socket SS, that is the object of the socket class, and we've said it is the server socket object. We call the accept method of the server socket object SS, and this one returns for us the socket object that has already connected to it. So remember, as we had discussed earlier when we are discussing the file handling class, we are going to be dealing with stream objects, which could be connecting, for instance, with an application that does not exist. And for that to happen, then we need to create an error handling mechanism. So then we need to put all this code within a try and catch block. So allow me then to create that. So we have try, so our server and server socket our socket and server socket classes need to be in a try and catch block. So allow me to first put that so that the system stops showing us the exception. Underlining our code in red, exception E. So we'll keep it simple. This is E dot print very good. So we are done with that. So let's come back to our socket object. So now that we have created the sockets, we need to now get to know what the server, what the socket object from the client application will be sending to us. So in that case, we shall be dealing with stream objects. Stream objects are used to either input data into the application or output data into the application. In another session, we use them to write data into files. This time we'll be using them to get data from other applications or send data to other applications. And this first sample that we are doing here, we are having a one-way communication where the client will send a message to the server will publish the message sent. Let's first create the first the input stream, which will be coming from the server socket. So we'll say data input stream so we've done this before, of course. So data input stream equals new data input stream. So of course a data input stream requires another input stream, like a file input stream or something like that, through which it connects now to the application. The data input stream is for writing the data, remember, or reading the data, but then it reads it from another input stream, like a file input stream. But now we pick that from the socket class. Remember the methods of the socket class we discussed about? It has a method that returns an input stream. So we say s dot, then we say get input stream, and that is it. Okay, but now this input stream, we need to fix import so that we can have it imported. And what we are going to do again, as we have done earlier, let's just put a star on it so that all classes of the input stream are taken care of. We need to create an object of it, that is di. So we create an object of the data input stream, which is equal to that. Then from here, we'll pick the message that is coming from it, and then we display it. So we can simply use the system.out.print, but I want us to use something more interesting. So our previous video, you can check it on my YouTube channel, on input dialog, that is dialog windows, where we've talked about message dialog and input dialog. So you're going to make use of those message dialogs here. So what we do is that we create a message here. So we say string, we can call it in message equals that in message is equal to di, now the data input string dot read. Remember, the data input stream object has methods for reading from, so it will read the incoming message, and it will assign that value into the string object, which we are calling ins message. Then we can have a j option pane. So j option pane dot show message dialog. So we'll make this very simple. Let me pick one with the 4 parameters so that we can make it easier. So this will be null for now. Null, we have the second part is the object message, so this should be the message that is coming. So let's put it differently. We say that incoming message, then we say plus, then we can now put this message here, the message on our string object, and the next parameter is the title. So we said server message, and then we have the type of the message. So this one is no, you can just have it as 1. Okay, and that is it, which means when the message comes, then it will use a dialog window to display that message. So you can view my YouTube video on dialog window in Java for the J option pane. So after we have done this, then the next thing is to create another program that is a client program that will now communicate with our server project. Okay,